Hello again, YouTube. I'm using a mic that produces feedback, but oh well, because I can't use the other mic that's properly working. Anyways, right now, I am going to read Spiderses. Why? Because it's Spiderses, and, cool people read Spiderses. Not really. Anyway, let's begin. It was a beautiful spring what? It was a beautiful spring day in Alaska with twilight. I can't read like this, so I can't say these words. Anyway, it was a beautiful spring day in Equestria's when Twilight Sparkle was in her study where she lived. "Spike," she said. "Come here, Spike." And then Spike came over to her. "What do you want, Twilight Sparkle?" Spike said. And Twilight said, "Spike, I need you to get me the Book of Magic, okay, Spike?" Said, "I will get it for you," and he went over to the bookshelf and got the book for Twilight Sparkle. It was a dusty book, and Spike had almost sneezed, but he didn't. He gave the book to Twilight, and she said, "Thank you. Spike, go away now." And Spike said, "Okay, I will go away." And he slided away like a dragon. Twilight opened the book to chapter 5 and said, "Okay, magic, please happen." And the magic happened in her horn, and she did the spell. It's a magic spell, and she knew that it was magic, which is why she casted it, because her cutie mark is magic, and she is a unicorn. The spell made everything bigger and 8. "Why is everything bigger at 8? Twilight said. "Oh, it is because I am Spider now." Spider Twilight went up the bookshelves to find a spell to fix the spell, but she couldn't open to books or even grab them because she was a spider and not a unicorn. And her horn was gone, and she did not have a voice that could speak loud enough for Spike to hear her and go get her book and for her, and even if she did, probably wouldn't want to, because Spike would see her as a spider and maybe get scared or angry and stomp all over her, which would make her dead Spider Twilight, and that is bad. And then she heard a voice, well, not really a voice, but it sounded like another spider. She could understand the spider clicks, and she knew that it was a spider that she had to go talk to this other spider, because that was what spiders do, talk to other spiders. A red spider appeared and said, "Hello, Twilight. I am a Big Mac Spider now. Why?" And Twilight Spider said, "A Big Mac Spider, is it because I casted a spell that went wrong?" Big Mac Spider said, "Okay, well maybe, but can you fix it?" And Twilight said, sad face, "Oh, okay," said the red spider. "Well, if we are going to be spiders forever, let's have spider sex." And Twilight Spider said, "Okay." Well, what? Okay, hang on. So okay, but I don't know how to have spider sex, and Big Spider Back Red said, "It was probably easy, okay? Are you okay with this? I'm asking permission to have sex with you." Oh god, it burns! Twilight said, "I don't know, spiders are creepy and weird." And then Big Mac said, "Twilight, we are spiders." And then Twilight said, "You have a point. Okay, I guess we have to make the most of it, right?" Then Big Mac said, "That is the spirit. Yes, okay, spider sex." They started a spider sex. It felt really weird for Twilight, but Twilight never even had normal, regular pony sex. So spider sex was the weirdest, most strange thing ever. It was like a crunchy potato chip bag full of chips that got thrown over a chain link fence, and I don't know where his metaphor is going anymore. After spider sex, Twilight felt funny on the inside, like something real, not normal. Big Mac Spider said, "It is okay, Twilight Spider. If I live here with you, we can have no more spider sex." And Twilight said, "I don't know, I guess, but I don't want to have spider sex for a while." And that was weird. Sad face. And Big Mac Spider Red said, "This is okay. I will wait for you to be ready, because I am a gentle spider." And Twilight said, okay, I appreciate it. Ah! It hurts to read, guys! Chapter 2, Spiders. What was Chapter 1 called then? There was living like that for a wild time where they lived together and had some spider sex sometimes, but only when Twilight felt extra sorry for Big Mac. Spikey was downstairs and crying lots because he didn't know where Twilight went to, and Twilight wanted to go make Spike feel less sad. But she was Spider and couldn't talk. Question mark? Twilight's belly got bigger and bigger, and she didn't know what was happening until Big Spike said, I think you might be getting ready to have spider babies. And Twilight said, what? And Big Mac said, yep. Except he couldn't actually make that word sound because he was a spider and doesn't have pony voice boxes anymore. Twilight was real sad and upset because spider babies were gross and creepy and weird. She cried a little, but Big Mac Red Spider gave her the biggest, most happy hug ever and said, I always wanted to be a daddy, and even though I didn't want to be a spider daddy, I will try to be the best spider daddy ever and be here for you at all the times, and okay? Twilight felt most happy, but still not happy at the same time. Then one day, Twilight had to lay spider eggs, and it was the most strangest. It felt like bubble wrap bubbles being pooped out. And when she was sad and upset again, but Big Mac Spider was there the whole time and made her comfort. He brought her spider food, which was bugs, and Twilight was finally okay with eating bugs, even though she wished she could eat vegetables and mushrooms, but with Spider Big Mac's help, she knew she had to eat them bugs to be alive. Being alive was more good than eating bugs was bad, so she did it. Was sad and upset because the bugs were gross, but it was okay because she was alive. Oh dear God. Big Mac Spider helped her guard the eggs for many, many days, until one day the eggs were very big and had dark things moving around inside them. And Twilight knew they were her babies, and she was kind of happy, a little bit, and Big Mac was happy because she was happy. And then even happier because she was even happier because Big Mac was happy. But they did have spider sex because Big Mac knew how much Twilight didn't like it, that because it felt weird. And so she didn't want to have any more babies, and neither did he really want, but he was ready to be the best spider daddy so that Twilight didn't have to worry. After a few more days, the eggs started moving, and they knew the eggs were going to hatch because Twilight was smart and knew all about eggs. They watched the egg pile of eggs move around, and then they heard the old baby spider clicks, and they knew it was the baby spiders, and they watched even more much. The eggs all hatched simultaneously, and vast multitudes of tiny spiders swarmed out in a screeching horde. Twilight and Big Mac started to scuttle away as quickly as they could. But they found they were in no real danger. The spiderlings had no intention of killing their parents. They witnessed a solid black mass of itchy, screaming death cover every surface of the library. Millions of spiders continued to swarm out of the eggs, and the flood seemed to be endless. Oh God, what the hell? Spike lay curled in his little dragon bed, moping. Things hadn't been the same since Twi's disappearance. It had been over weeks since he had any decent ideas what to do about it. He was depressed and miserable. Suddenly he heard scratching, high-pitched noise coming from upstairs. His curiosity overcame his melancholy, and he plodded up to investigate. He was intercepted by a solid wall of spider legs pouring down the stairwell, which overwhelmed him most instantly. Spike had just enough presence of mind to scream. Doing so did nothing but allow a swarm of spiders to access his lungs and stomach. The spider legs drained his fluids for sustenance, and Spike died in horrible terror and agony. I think I'll stop before Chapter 3 and make Chapter 3 Part 2. I will see you guys in a bit once this is uploaded. But I don't think I will ever be able to ever look at Big Mac and Twilight the same way again after this fanfiction. It's just so bad. It's just so bad, guys. Anyways, I'll see you in part 2.